Okay, let's go to the early construction phase. It's what we call the honeymoon phase. The job has been tendered. The contract has been awarded. Notice to proceed has been given. And now you're off to the races. So going back to employers, early warning signs for employers in this early phase of the project. You have a lot of problems getting a baseline or an as-planned schedule from the contractor once notice to proceed is given. And typically, contracts require submittal of a baseline schedule meeting all the terms and conditions of the scheduling specification within a relatively short period of time after NTP, notice to proceed. This generally leads to inadequately planned or late schedule submittals. Often the schedules are not accepted by the employer, but work gets underway anyway. And it's not uncommon in the projects that I get involved in anyway. And by the way, please keep in mind, I basically only get involved in projects that have gone south, large cost overruns and late completion and stuff like that. Recommendation for employers: tie the mobilization payments to schedule submittal and acceptance. Require scheduling start at notice of award, not notice to proceed. Use a two-step notice to proceed process. Now, there's a note here. The Construction Forum prepared and has issued a 49-page white paper called Construction Scheduling Games. And many of the scheduling games you're going to hear in this portion of the webinar are identified in here, and there's a lot of recommendations, more so than you're going to see on these slides. So again, like the research report that backstops this webinar, at the end of the webinar this morning, I will let you know how to get a hold of a copy of that, also at no cost. Early need to tap contingency funds. If your contingency fund is nearly exhausted by 30% or something like that of the construction, then disputes are coming and you don't have enough money. So recommendation, well, there's a couple things you can do. I've been on a couple of projects where this was done. Terminate the contract for convenience, pay that first contractor off, get it redesigned and re-tendered, or go back to your decision-making authority, a board or the legislature or whoever makes the decisions about your contract, and get additional funds. But you don't want to be stuck 50% of the way through the job, and the contractor has you need to issue a variation to fix a problem, or the contractor has a claim that is legitimate, and you don't have any money in the contingency fund to pay him.